welcome back everybody. It's Meridy here, and I am here with our 7th process video using the Limoncello Sorbet kits. And this is what I am hoping to use today. I've got 4 pictures. 3 of them, or all 4 of them are 3x4 photos. 3 of them are portrait orientation. 1 of them is landscape orientation. So the pictures are taking up, I've got 4 pictures, so that's going to take up quite a bit of space on my layout. And then I've got a bunch of ephemera that I've pulled. I'll go through that in a minute. I've got the alphabet stickers that I might need. I've got some scraps here. I probably will pull out this larger scrap and maybe not any of these little ones right now, or this one right now. I can get rid of these scraps too right now. I don't think I'm going to use gray on this layout. That was just packaging from some of the cardstock cuts that I had this month. Okay, this paper scrap right here did not come in the kit. This is out of my stash. I think it doesn't. I don't like the way it coordinates with this color, so I think I'm not going to use that right now. So I've got this scrap from one of the 49 and Market papers. I've got this awesome, amazing scrap from one of the papers. I have this whole entire paper, and I've got my sticker sheet here, and then I pulled out the following ephemera that I thought could look good on this layout. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use it all. Happy Place, Sunny Days, the Flamingo Beach Club, a couple tags, a popsicle, a tab, some little bits and pieces for embellishment clusters. I've got this big tag. Again, I'm not sure that I'm going to be using these tags. The word happy, the word adventure. Oh, I pulled my popsicles because they're having slushies in this, so I thought maybe a popsicle might look cute on this layout. Not sure. So I'm gonna leave these tags easily accessible when I'm putting together the background of this layout with the paper. But all these little pieces, I'm just gonna put back in here off to the side for a bit. I've got my distress crayons, of course. The sticker sheet I can put off to the side for now because I'm not gonna be using it right now. And I think, oh, I have this few pieces of ephemera left from the last layout I made that I didn't use, and we are at a staycation, so I'll stick that little hotel key in there. Good vibes. We might need good vibes. We might need soak up the sun. I'll just put those things in there. Probably won't use that or this right now, so I'll put those back up to the side. So I'm going to keep all this ephemera for when I get to that point of our layout. I am going to use a piece of 12x12 white cardstock, probably for the background of my layout. My idea on this layout is to use circles, and I want to cut the circles from these 3 pieces of paper. And I really would like one of the circles to include that part of the palm tree. So I'm going to get my circle cutters here. So if I'm going to do that, I'm probably going to need a pretty large circle to get that palm tree in it. So let's just pretend like these circles are pieces of paper that I've cut for this layout. And then if I've got it like that, am I still going to have enough space for all of these photos without just covering up everything? And I think I can. I think I can spread the photos out across the layout kind of like this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a small, a medium, and a large circle. I know this one right here is going to have to be this size because I want it to get that palm tree in it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my self-healing mat, and I would like to use the cutting blade that has that's the furthest, the widest one, that's the furthest away from the edge, to cut this a little bit bigger than this circle. So I will just start, and I'm just going to jump right in. I really hope I'm not destroying this amazing piece of paper. That's my biggest fear, is that I mess it up. Like, what if this looks terrible? Okay, now I can do a smaller circle, and I can either use some of this paper here. The B side is also amazing. I've got this blue, I've got this text. I think I'm gonna use the text paper next, because if I've got this up here, I think I can put a large circle of this down here. And I think I will use this bigger circle, but with the smallest, it cuts closest to this blade, or to the template. Okay, so I've got a couple of those. Now I'm gonna want a smaller circle. I wanna try possibly a piece of this paper, because if I don't like the A side, I can always flip it to the B side. So I'm just gonna cut right here a smaller circle, and I can also see what this pattern will look like in a circle this way. Okay. This is still a pretty large circle right there. Now I'm gonna get an even smaller circle. Yeah, I really think I like the B side showing. If you do not have this circle cutting template, the circle cutting system, you can still cut circles. Just trace. You can trace various things. If you have a die cut machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette, you can probably cut circles on that. Honestly, I would just trace it. If I didn't have the circle cutting system that I'm using right now, I would just be tracing these circles from a variety of different size items in my house. Let's see, this looks a little uneven, but I've got to remember that we need to get our pictures on there. So there's a lot going on this page, and I think I can move some of these circles around so I can overlap things different. I can't crop many of my pictures too much, or it's just going to crop out the background, which is important, I mean, to be able to tell where we're at. So I don't want it to look like Mickey Mouse ears right here. But I don't think it does. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to cut this one a little bit smaller. It's just too big for me to work with. So let's try this and see if this is better. Okay, a little bit better. I think when I get more things on here, it will look even better too. Okay, I think I'm kind of liking the way that this configuration is going. I kind of like this piece that I cut the hole out of the middle. I like it down here. So if you cut along with me, use that scrap right there. If you didn't cut along with me, then you have a lot more of this paper available for you to use. I really like that. I think that it's even. It kind of brings visual weight onto this side. Next, what I'm gonna do is use my distress crayons to distress the background of this layout. So I'm going to start by getting a piece of packaging out to use kind of like a, kind of how you would use a glass mat. And I'm gonna get another piece of packaging because I'm gonna smush down the color just like Lacey did in her video. I know that I showed you that earlier this month in another video. The smush, the way she smushed down her mixed media. But I love all these pictures like they are, and I don't want them to move. So I'm going to come in and adhere everything together, but just not adhere it down to my layout yet. So I just want to get everything here so it's just one big piece that I can take off. And I want to get everything adhered together and on here. And then after that, I'm going to take it off of my paper and do the mixed media behind it. So let me just get everything adhered down and lined up. Okay, so this is one giant piece that I can lift off and on. And I know I want to put some mixed media right here, so I will start with that. And I've got my Distress Oxide crayon on my mat, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of water because I kind of want it to be have a lot of pigment, be kind of dark. I'm going to take this paper and put it right on top. I'm gonna lift this up and I'm going to put it down. And it kind of looks like water, like it gives that effect. And then I can just put this right back, and I could tell I did it mostly underneath. So I'm gonna take it off again and put some up here so you can actually see it. Okay, I want a little bit down here, I want a little bit over here, and I want a little bit up here. So I am going to have to do this a few more times. Color my distress crayon. Get it wet, mix it around, and I'll do this a few more times around my layout so that it shows up everywhere, because I want it to show up definitely. And I just have a lot going on in there's just a lot of pattern paper and pictures on this. So this is gonna have to go pretty close to the edges in order for us to really see it. Okay, and then I think I want a little bit more up there. I think I can just get this a little bit wet and it will pull some more of that color. And this is just subtle and it looks like the water, so I really like it. Awesome. That's all I need. That's all I feel like I need. Now, if I would have thought ahead, I maybe should have matted this whole layout on this paper. No, it's just too much of that paper anyways. Do I need to mat it on this? Looks kind of nice matted on this. Let's see if I can make this work. You know what? No. If I need to mat this, I'm going to mat it on just a solid piece of cardstock. So let's get in here and get some of these other embellishments down, because we've pretty much got the background and the pictures, and it's just ready to embellish. I think I can even adhere this all down. All right. That was easy. Now let's get out these embellishments and see. I love the word adventure. we really like soak up the sun, because that's literally what is happening. Sunny days, happy place. Now, I don't feel like I need all of these words. But maybe some of them. Okay, I'm going to be a little particular here with the circle shape because we've got so many circles on our layout. Best life. Yeah, maybe I need to decide where exactly I want my clusters. I think I need one up here too, but that looks very weird with the circle up there. So got the popsicle, good vibes. It's a lot of black down in that area. I feel like it's very disconjointed right now. I had to turn off the camera and figure out something, because when I had this picture over here on the side, it just looked very disconjointed from the rest of my layout, and I wasn't liking the way it was looking. So I'm gonna trim a little bit off of this picture. I'm gonna make it into probably a 3-inch square instead of a 3x4 rectangle. And I think this is going to help my layout a little, I'm hoping. And I'm gonna put it in here, right? Is this how I had it? Down here. I'm just slightly overlapping a picture so that our pictures are together on this. And then I am going to put soak up the sun right down the side of this picture. And good vibes is gonna be over here somehow. And then I think I'm gonna wedge this to give this a little more color. In retrospect, I might not have cared to use the, what is that? The palm tree circle, because it's basically getting all covered up right now. That's okay. And then I'm trying to get some other little embellishment clusters in here to bring my eye in. I might need a little more mixed media up here eventually. Let's see what else I have to work with here. I don't feel like adding a tag is going to help it, or at least not that tag. Should I add this tag? Let's see. That tag looks kind of cute on there. I wonder if I should underlap it under my photo to make it really integral to the design here. I like that. I think that can work. I don't feel like I need this tag also. Okay, I'm gonna get some of these things adhered down where they go, some of these embellishment clusters that I've started getting on here, and I will be right back. All right, so I put this little Best Life tab down there too, and then I've got this little guy trying to figure out a place that looks good for that, because I feel like it needs a little something over here. I don't think I need any more of these words. There's enough words on here. Yeah, there's enough words on here like that. This tag is obviously too big. This stuff I'm not gonna use. And then I'm gonna pull out a sticker sheet and see if there are any stickers that I could put on this that will add to it at all. Let's see. I like the circles because, you know, we've got circles all over this layout, but I don't think I need another sun sticker because I already have this sun right here. And I don't feel like I need to add floral in anywhere. It's just too busy. There's a lot going on this layout already. Again, I don't feel like I need any more words. A lot of times when I'm adding embellishments, it's just kind of trial and error when I get to this point. I don't want this bathing suit here, but I think it would look cute to have something little over there. Okay, I think that this is pretty done. I'm gonna add some splatters. I'm gonna just cover my pictures here. I wanna add a few up here, because that part was looking a little bare, and a few over here. And just a couple down here. Let's see how this looks. I might add just a couple right there. I do want to matte my whole entire layout though, because the white edges are just looking very stark white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the paper trimmer and trim it down so that there's enough, I'm just gonna trim it down a little bit, like 1/4 of an inch off of all 4 sides, because all 4 sides go pretty close to the edge of the paper. So I'm just gonna trim a little bit off of all 4 sides, and then I'm gonna need to choose what color to matte this on, and that might be kind of tricky. I don't think I want to matte it on pink. I think there's enough pink in here already. I might pull a yellow and a blue. So I'm gonna go get a yellow and a blue piece of cardstock and see if either one of those will look nice underneath this. So the first piece of paper that I grabbed out of my stash was just this orangey yellow, and I think it looks amazing on that. So that is what I'm gonna matte it on. I didn't even pull out another color. It's basically this color out of this paper right here. This second stripe down is basically the color that I pulled, and I think it looks great. I am going to gut this because it does look really good with that color, and I have a scrap of that paper left that I'm gonna be using possibly on my next layout. So if I gut this, maybe I can use a little bit of this that I took out of the middle to matte my pictures or something on the next layout that I use that paper with, because it matches real well. So I will save that and get this adhered right here. And I think with that this layout is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're inspired by this layout, either to make another layout similar to this with your stash, or to create this layout from the kit, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook page, and I will link that in the description of this video. Other than that, I will see you guys in a couple days with another video using our Limoncello Sorbet kits. Thanks for watching. Bye.